In this video, I'm gonna sum up every single Blizzard published or produced game ever. So let's start. RPM Racing, Blizzard's pedal-to-the-metal debut. It's like Mario Kart's distant cousin on a low-budget vacation. Racing, turbo boosts, and pixelated thrills. A glimpse of Blizzard's racing roots. The Lost Vikings, 1992. So, check it out. Blizzard's got this thing called the Lost Vikings. These Vikings time travel, solving puzzles like it's a daily Viking chore. It's like brain gymnastics with a dash of quirky humor. Rock and Roll Racing, 1993. Time to buckle in for Blizzard's rock and roll racing. Picture this: fast cars, loud rock, and a sprinkle of chaos. Now, some might say it's a wild ride. Others might just call it controlled mayhem. You be the judge. The death and the return of Superman. I know you might be confused, wondering if this is the title of the game or the plot. Well, if I have to be completely honest, there's nothing new in this game. It's just your generic 90s beat-em-up game, Blackthorne. Blizzard really tried to make a game with a dark plot. Gameplay is yet again, I don't want to say that word again, but it is a very generic platform game. Warcraft orcs and humans. Alright, this is where the historic Blizzard run starts. The title might not be the best thing about this game, but the actual gameplay is special. I mean, it has orcs. What else do you want? Justice League Task Force. Who didn't want a multiplayer superhero game back in 1995? But there was one small problem, and that was this game is a huge pile of shit. Warcraft II. This game was released on the hype train of the first game, and surprising enough, it was better. Warcraft II even won all the major Game of the Year awards back then. The gameplay was definitely ahead of its time. Warcraft II, Beyond the Dark Portal. This game was a nostalgic ride back to the RTS glory days. Epic battles and new lands, but felt like a familiar expansion. Nostalgia wins, but craving innovation. Diablo, another bombshell by Activision Blizzard. Gameplay now may look crappy, but for a game from 1997, it must have been the experience of a lifetime. Even though I personally can't tell because I played it recently. The Lost Vikings 2, a sequel nobody wanted, yet most enjoyed. This time the graphics were better, but the story was still old school about three Vikings who don't act like Vikings at all. StarCraft. If you thought Warcraft was something, then you are not ready for this future space warfare masterpiece. This game is set in the galaxy Milky Way and the game too sold like it's milk. StarCraft Insurrection. A fresh campaign, yet lacked the spark of the original. Satisfying but not as gripping. No hate, but this wasn't the best expansion in anyway. StarCraft Brood War. This game was an expansion that elevated the game. Zerg, Terran, Protoss battles soared. A must-play, up the strategy ante, in my opinion. StarCraft Retribution. After back-to-back good expansion back, guess what happened? Another terribly good expansion for StarCraft. Blizzard didn't miss during this era. Warcraft 2, Battle.net edition. I mean, this game might not look as good as other Warcraft stuff, but they tried something new, so thumbs up for that. Diablo 2. When it was released, this game broke several world records and it deserved it. This game was an insane upgrade of a game that was already a heavenly masterpiece. Blizzard's historical run was something else. Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. This expansion pack added some extra content which nobody felt needed because original game was already so great, but nobody will say no to more Diablo. Warcraft 3. Another Warcraft game with stupid ass cover, but it sold like crazy. The game was good, no doubt, but I still believe Warcraft 2 was overall better. Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. I'm about to say something unpopular, but this expansion really didn't add much value, but Blizzard knew people gonna buy anything with Warcraft in title, so they went with it. World of Warcraft. I mean, what you even can say about this game that would be enough. World of Warcraft was like Elvis Presley of its genre, completely revolutionizing everything. Salute to the efforts. World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade. So, the Burning Crusade takes us to Outland, a cosmic playground. Fresh races add spice, but there's that grindy endgame loop that can feel like a hurdle. World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. Now, picture Wrath of the Lich King. Arthas takes center stage, Northrend's icy lands set the tone. New hero classes spice things up, though some quests seem to stretch on a bit. StarCraft 2. The quality between first and second StarCraft, Graham, is like sky and land. Which is fair because the gap is 12 years and multiple generations. I won't call this game masterpiece, but it is for sure around the borderline. World of Warcraft Cataclysm, 2010. Azeroth's seismic makeover breathed life into old zones, yet endgame content fell short of expectations, leaving players yearning for greater challenges. Overall disappointing. Diablo III, 2012. Another demon-slaying adventure with loot aplenty, marred by a rocky start with the controversial auction house system. Diablo never misses when it comes to gameplay, and that is what exactly happened. World of Warcraft, Mists of Pandaria, 2012. World of Warcraft, but now we have some dangerous pandas. This might look silly, but it's not, but actually a very good game. StarCraft II, Heart of the Swarm, 2013. Kerrigan's evolution took center stage, bringing Zerg prowess to the forefront, although some gameplay changes left die-hard fans craving more strategic depth. Heartstone, 2014. A low-key gambling card name which actually looks terrible, but that won't change the fact that this game makes millions to Blizzard. Oh, I mean Microsoft. Diablo III, Reaper of Souls, 2014. A phoenix rising from its ashes. This expansion revamped Diablo III into a satisfying loot-driven experience with adventure mode stealing the show. World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor, 2014. This game is as cool as its name for die-hard Warcraft fan. One of the finest Warcraft expansion by far. Heroes of the Storm, 2015. Blizzard's take on the MOBA genre brought beloved characters together, yet struggled to establish a strong identity in an already saturated market. StarCraft II, Legacy of the Void, 2015. The Protoss saga's conclusion arrived with epic battles, rounding off StarCraft II's narrative in a satisfying manner. Overwatch, 2016. I know you were waiting for this. Blizzard's FPS juggernaut burst onto the scene with dynamic heroes and vibrant visuals, though controversies around loot boxes tainted its legacy. World of Warcraft, Legion, 2016. A demonic invasion ignited intrigue, and the introduction of artifact weapons enriched gameplay, making it a standout expansion. StarCraft II, Nova Covert Ops, 2016. A stealthy addition to the StarCraft Tekken universe, though its short length left room for more craving. Diablo III, Rise of the Necromancer, 2017. The Necromancer's triumphant return showcased a fresh playstyle, rekindling the passion of seasoned Diablo enthusiasts. StarCraft, Remastered, 2017. Classic reimagined, preserving the essence of the original while enhancing visuals and online play, rekindling nostalgia for veterans. Little overrated, though. World of Warcraft, Battle for Azeroth, 2018. This game was awesome, but could have been better if the studio spent more time working on it. World of Warcraft Classic, 2019, is nothing but a nostalgic time capsule, allowing everyone to relive the original World of Warcraft experience in all its challenging and immersive glory. Warcraft III, Reforged, 2020. Everyone stands up for the disappointing Children of Warcraft family. This game had nothing that could be dubbed as amazing. Even diehard fans won't defend this mess. World of Warcraft Shadowlands, 2020. Glitches, and a lot of glitches, but still, the game is good, but won't give you the peak experience. Play at your own risk. Diablo II was Resurrected. I don't know why I'm commenting on this remaster game because there isn't much to say, but all I can say is that this gave me no excuse for not playing the original Diablo II. Diablo Immortal. This might be the only Diablo game that isn't insanely good, and neither Activision nor Microsoft tried to make it because this was specifically for mobile gamers, which means more microtransactions and more profit. Overwatch 2, call me a sore hater, but there was nothing special in Overwatch 2. They just made a few touch-ups here and there, but this game failed to surpass Overwatch 1. World of Warcraft Dragonflight. Yes, another expansion pack for Warcraft. But I'm going to be honest and praise this because it's tough to keep a franchise fresh, even after so many years. Learn something from this EA. Diablo 4. A lot of people call this the worst Diablo game of all time, maybe out of nostalgia. I mean, graphics are so good that they don't even work sometimes. And this game failed to fulfill all the expectations because there were a lot of them. I think we are done, but before you leave this video, I need your suggestions for something. What other companies do you want me to feature in this series if I turn this format into a series? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching this video. You are definitely awesome. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time.